Good evening, ma'am. I'm Officer Davis. I understand you witnessed a burglar entering your apartment earlier tonight. Is that correct?
Good evening, officer. Yes, that is correct.
Could you tell me how it happened?
I'll try. So I was at home, watching TV in the living room. And I'm also on the phone with my friend. At some point, I realized that I can hear sounds from the outside very clearly. I registered it because it's so hot now, so all of my windows are closed, and it is pretty quiet inside. I got up to my feet and decided to go check if I had left any of the windows open by accident. I could also hear muffled sounds of movement, and for some reason, I thought that a bird flew inside. All this time I kept on talking to my friend about something. I didn't even think that there was any danger. I entered the hallway. And from there you can see the entirety of my bedroom. And I saw a man. In my bedroom. He was standing with his back to the doorway. It was terrifying. In a millisecond, I turned around and dashed to the door. I grabbed my keys and ran outside. I started knocking on my neighbor's door. Luckily, he opened it very quickly. It was he who called the police.
What is your neighbor's name?
Archie. His name is Archie Sterling.
And when did this all happen?
I think it was around 5:30. Give or take.
When did you return to your apartment?
Almost immediately. Archie dialed 911 and while talking to the operator, he took the keys from me and opened the door. There was nobody inside. The burglar had already left.
Did you, or Mr. Sperling, touch anything in the apartment?
I don't think that Archie touched anything, apart from door handles, because he wanted to check every room before leaving. But I did touch some things in my bedroom. I was in so much shock, I couldn't think straight.
We will need to get your fingerprints then, in order to tell them apart from the burglar's prints.
Sure, of course. Do you need to know anything else?
We do, I'm afraid. Do you think you can describe the intruder?
That'll be very hard. He was wearing a surgical mask and a baseball cap, plus he turned just for a second before I darted. But I do remember that he was on the slimmer side, not very tall, and he was wearing a light blue sleeveless t-shirt and dark shorts.
Okay, noted. Any other distinguishing features? Scars? Tattoos?
I don't remember anything of the sort. But please keep in mind, the entire encounter lasted for a hot second, so I don't believe I will be a reliable eyewitness.
Duly noted, Ms. White. Could you also tell me what went missing?
Mostly my jewelry. And it's not even expensive, but some of the pieces were really precious to me. I know I should be grateful that I wasn't hurt, but I'm still very upset.
We'll do our best to recover those things. I understand that you are very distressed at the moment, so why don't you take your time making a list of all the missing items, and then you can drop it at the police station tomorrow?
That sounds like a really good idea. Thank you for being so understanding.
Not at all, miss. Would you like us to drive you to a friend's place? It might be best for you to not stay alone tonight.
You're probably right. I think I'll invite somebody over to stay with me. Thank you again, officer. I will stop by the station with the list tomorrow.